Hey, Drew James here from LearnGuitarInLondon.com, and I'm playing a super easy, beginner-friendly Beatles song, Yellow Submarine. Absolute classic, great party sing-along tune. Grab your acoustic, handful of a few open chords. Let's start learning it. So this song has 5 chords. I'm going to take you through what those chords are and show you how to play them. If you know how to do these already, then I've just left a bit of text on the video right now so you can skip along to start learning it and getting the order and playing the full rhythm. The chords are G, D, C, E minor, and A minor. And there you go. That's all you need. So the G, we're going to take our index finger, put it on fret 2, 1, 2, on the A string right here. So the A string is second string down. Eddie 8, dynamite, goodbye Eddie. E, A, D, G, B, E. That's what I call the strings. With our middle finger, we're going to hold down fret 3 on the thickest string, like this. And then with our ring finger, play fret 3 on the thinnest string. Now I'm going to call this like a beginner's G. If you already know how to do a G, or you've done a G like this, then that's fine as well with the middle ring and pinky. But for now, we're going to be doing our G this way. For that chord, you strum all 6. The next chord is a D. So we're going to be changing a lot from G to D, so I'm going to be showing you an efficient way of getting on with that. The index finger is already in the ballpark it needs to be for D. So you just move that index finger down to the G string on the 2nd fret, middle finger on the 2nd fret on the thinnest E string, and the ring finger on the 3rd fret on the B string. There's your D. With that chord, we strum the bottom 4 strings. Okay, so we've got G. Notice how my index finger stays pretty close to D, and the ring finger just comes up 1 fret. So think about that. That's called economy of motion. To be a good player, you need to always be working on those ideas of keeping the fingers close. That's how professionals make it look easy, because they're barely moving their fingers. Well, it depends on the song they're playing, obviously. C chord next. C chord, index finger on fret 1 on the B string, middle finger on fret 2 on the D string, and ring finger on fret 3 on the A string. So it's a 3 fret stretch, 1, 2, and 3, strum the bottom 5. Now there is no shortcut way from D to C, aside from the ring finger stays on fret 3, and the middle finger sort of comes over like this. Work on that change. The next chord is an E minor. It's just 2 fingers. I like to use the middle and ring finger of my hand on fret 2 on the A and the D string, and you strum all 6. Okay? You can do E minor with index and middle, that's fine too. And finally, the reason why I like to do E minor with these fingers is because it helps with the final chord that we need, which is an A minor. So to make an A minor, you just move this little wedge of middle and ring finger down to the middle strings. So they're on the D and the G string now in fret 2. And the index finger spare to play fret 1 on the B string, which completes the A minor. So I think it's much better to use these fingers for E minor than it is for these, personally. If you're a beginner, you'll probably find these fingers are stronger, so they're easier to use, but as you get further down the line and have more experience, it's much better to start to use the weaker fingers in your hand to make some of these common chords, because you play them a lot and it boosts your weaker fingers. So there you go, there you have it. What did we have? We had G, all 6, D, bottom 4, C, bottom 5, E minor, all 6, and A minor, bottom 5. Okay? Now, let's get on with playing the song. So you may have seen, if you've come from my short, there's an easy version and a slightly more intermediate version to play this. So the beginning of the song, although it doesn't start on a G, if you're singing it, I do advise you to start on a G, just because it helps you find your timing. But actually what happens is they sing, in the town, and then they start on the D chord. But on that in, I want you to strum a G just to get your timing. So what we're doing with this is we're going G, D, 2, 3, C, G, 2, 3. Now why am I counting 2, 3 each time? That's because there is a hold where we hold the chords and we're letting them ring, which keeps our bar even, okay? Or just think of it as rhythm, so people can sway along or tap their foot and keep beat with us, okay? So we're going to go G, D quickly, right? So we're going to go 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. So that's the feel. G, D, and you can use the lyrics. In the town, 2, 3, where I was born, 2, 3. It's a really good sing and play song for someone that's beginning with sing and play because the chords change on certain words. Lift a man, 2, 3, who sailed to sea. Okay? So the next order, as you just might have seen there, was E minor, A minor, 2, 3, then C, D. Little trick from A minor to C, just bring that ring finger lifted up and place it over on fret 3 on the A string. Don't move any other fingers from your A minor. There's no need, okay, because they stay there. So let's do that again. E minor, A minor, 2, 3, C, D, 2, 3. All the more reason to make your E minor with middle and ring, because when you change to A minor, you just move that down. It's no accident that I'm not moving much. I've thought about it. I'm not using these fingers for E minor because then there's a lot more movement. And the same with I'm not lifting everything up as I go to C. What's really common with beginners is they'll lift everything up and have a complete reset. And what you want to be looking at is knowing what strings that you need to hold down next and prioritizing keeping those fingers close. Okay, so the beginner version, I'll do it slowly, is just these down strums. G, D, 2, 3. C, G, 2, 3, E minor, A minor, 2, 3, C, D, 2, 3. And you can carry that on throughout all of the verses. It's just that order of chords every time. G, D, C, G, E minor, A minor, C, D. And then we're going to look at making that rhythm a little more embellished, so a little bit more like the way it's being played later on in the verses. Okay, so what am I doing? I'm going down, up on the G, and then down on the D. G, G, D, 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 D. So I'm going down, up, down, down, up, down on the D. Down, G and D, 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 D. Then it's a repeat. C on the down, up, then G, down, up, down. Again. Down, up, down, down, up, down, C and G, down, up, down, E minor, A minor, down, up, down, C and D, 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 G, G, D, 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 C and G, 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 E minor, A minor, C and D, 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 D. Okay, so that rhythm is down, down, up, down, down, up, down, C and down, down, down. Okay, so it really gives it more feel, gives it more rhythm. Really recommend that you do that. Probably the hardest thing you'll find as a beginner is maintaining that rhythm and keeping your chord changes going, especially the quick ones where it's like C and G or G and D. All the more reason to be economical with your chord changes. Keep those fingers nice and close. So the chorus, the only other bit of the song that we need to learn, is G and D, simply, and we're going down, 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 up. Okay? So I'll call out the chord and that's the rhythm. Down, 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 up, change, down, down. So down, 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 up, down, 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 up. D again, down, 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 up, G again, down, down, then G again. Down, 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 up, D, down, 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 up, G, down, 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 up, down. And that's how you join onto the next verse. So if I just do the final G, Yellow Submarine. Now we're going to do a down up anyway on the G at the end, and that down up is the beginning of what would be your next verse. So Yellow Submarine and our friends are C and G, E minor, A minor, C and D, G and D, B, C and G. And in this brass, dun, 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 just hold a G, dun, 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 then G, 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 G and D, 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 D and D, D, D. And really that's all there is to it. You've got a verse chord sequence, G, D, C, G, E minor, A minor, C, D, and a chorus sequence, which is G, D, D, G, repeat. And that's it, that's all there is to it. 4 chords and the truth. Great little song. See you again for another lesson. Keep on playing.